Did you know that after 60, your sleep cycles shrink by nearly 1 hour? This means that most mornings you're getting less quality sleep than you did in your youth. But here's the biggest kicker. Even if you manage to squeeze out 8 solid hours, you still wake up feeling tired and unrefreshed. So what gives? And how can you get your energy back? Well, today I'm going to show you simple science-backed tips that really work. It's coming up. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. You know, as we age, we tend to focus on wrinkles, aches, and pains, and maybe even some hearing loss. But something else happens to us as well, our sleep. The way we sleep changes drastically as we get older. And unfortunately, this leaves many of us seniors over here wondering why we just can't get a good night's sleep anymore. Now, I want to start off by saying that this is a very common issue. In fact, over 90% of seniors wake up every morning without any energy. But don't worry, because today I am going to share with you the exact steps that you need to take to solve this issue once and for all. Let's dive right in. The first thing you need to know is that there are 3 main mistakes that most seniors make when it comes to their sleep. Mistake 1 is relying too heavily on naps throughout the day. Now, I know what you're thinking. We all love to take a nice little nap during the day, especially if you're feeling tired. But here's the problem. When you take a nap, your body gets used to it and relies on it to get its rest. So when nighttime comes around, your body might not be able to fall asleep as easily because it's already had its nap. On top of that, taking long naps during the day can actually mess with your natural sleep rhythm, which can lead to more trouble sleeping at night. Mistake 2 is using sleeping pills or other quick fixes to fall asleep. Now, this includes things like alcohol, caffeine, and even some over-the-counter supplements. What happens is when you use these things to help you fall asleep, your body gets dependent on them and won't be able to fall asleep without them. On top of that, these things can have side effects like dry mouth, blurred vision, and even memory loss. So it's important to avoid them whenever possible. Mistake number 3 is staying up too late with your screens. Now, this includes things like watching TV, using your phone, or even working on your computer. What happens is the blue light emitted from these screens can interfere with your body's natural sleep rhythm, making it harder to fall asleep at night. Not only that, but when you stay up late, you're robbing yourself of valuable sleep time. And as we all know, sleep is crucial for our health and well-being. So now that we've covered the basics, let's move on to some simple science-backed tips that you can use to improve your sleep quality. First and foremost, it's important to get morning sunlight. Exposure to sunlight, especially in the morning, helps to reset your body's internal clock, which can help you fall asleep easier at night. This is because sunlight helps to regulate the production of melatonin, which is a hormone that helps to control your sleep-wake cycle. Next, make sure your bedroom is cooler than you think you should. The ideal bedroom temperature for sleep is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. A cooler room will help you fall asleep faster and sleep more soundly. Just keep in mind that everyone is different. So you may need to experiment with the temperature to find what works best for you. Another important tip is to avoid screens for 1 hour before bed. As we discussed earlier, the blue light emitted from screens can interfere with your body's natural sleep rhythm, making it harder to fall asleep. Instead, try reading a book, stretching gently, or listening to some calm music. These activities will help to relax your body and mind, making it easier to drift off to sleep. And speaking of screens, you should also avoid using them in the bedroom. There's no doubt that technology has made our lives easier in many ways. However, it's important to disconnect from our devices at night and give ourselves time to wind down. One way to do this is to charge your phone and other devices outside of the bedroom. This way you won't be tempted to check your phone in the middle of the night and disrupt your sleep. Next, establish a consistent sleep routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps to regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up. Even on weekends, it's important to stick to your sleep schedule as much as possible. Of course, life happens and sometimes you'll have to stay up late or sleep in. But it's important to get back on track as soon as possible. Another tip is to eat a light snack if you're hungry before bed. Many people make the mistake of eating a big meal close to bedtime, which can make it harder to fall asleep. If you're hungry, have a small snack like a banana or a handful of nuts. This will satisfy your hunger and help you fall asleep faster. Just be sure to avoid sugary snacks before bed as they can cause a spike in blood sugar levels, which can make it harder to fall asleep. And finally, keep your bedroom dark and quiet. This may seem like a no-brainer, but it's important to make sure that your bedroom is completely dark at night. Use blackout curtains if necessary. You should also try to keep your bedroom quiet by using a white noise machine or earplugs. As you can see, improving your sleep quality doesn't have to be difficult. By following the tips above, you can ensure that you get a good night's sleep so you can wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. And hey, if you're looking for more ways to improve your overall health and well-being, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week on a variety of topics, including nutrition, fitness, mental health, and more. Plus, if you mention that you've tried these sleep tips in the comments, we'll be sure to reply and offer our support. Alright, so now that we've talked about the importance of sleep and some basic tips for getting a good night's rest, let's recap the 3 key takeaways from today's video. The first key takeaway is that it's important to get morning sunlight. As we mentioned earlier, exposure to sunlight helps to reset your body's internal clock, which can help you fall asleep easier at night. So make sure to step outside for a few minutes each morning and let the sunshine hit your face. The second key takeaway is that you should aim for a cooler bedroom temperature. A cooler room will help you fall asleep faster and sleep more soundly. So invest in a good thermometer and try to keep your bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. The third and final key takeaway is to establish a consistent sleep routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps to regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up. So make every effort to go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends. Now it's time to put these tips into action. For the next 3 nights, dim the lights in your home starting at sunset. Try to keep your bedroom colder than you normally would, and stick to a consistent sleep schedule. In addition, avoid screens for 1 hour before bed and establish a relaxing bedtime routine. If you follow these steps closely, you should start to notice an improvement in your sleep quality within just a few days. And hey, if you're up for the challenge, we want you to comment below and tell us that you'll try these tips for better sleep. Just comment better sleep and we'll be rooting for you. So there you have it, a simple guide to getting better sleep as you age. Remember, you deserve restful nights no matter how old you are. Sweet dreams. And hey, before you go, we've got another video on healthy aging tips that you might enjoy. Just click here and see you in the next one.